Music can be a place where we find peace. It can be where we find inspiration. It can be where we find joy, challenge. I once tried living without making music. I tried it twice, and it didn't work. Without music, life would be a mistake. Friedrich Nietzsche. Music is something different to everyone. I can only relate my own experience in hope that you can understand just a little of what it means to create sound waves and organize them in a way that communicates something of the human experience. And maybe, just maybe, a touch of the divine. I could spend hours recounting the joy and connection that have come out of the experience of creating music and community, whether with a choir or a band or any other musical collaboration, but I promise not to do so. I could go on for hours about all of the studies that show the benefits to our physical, mental, and emotional health. I could cite study after study that reveal the effect on the brain of singing in harmony with others. I could talk at length about how singing together builds community, how the coordination of the breath with others around us creates a bond, how even heartbeats have been known to synchronize when singing. But I won't. There's more music to experience this morning, and I prefer to let it speak for itself. What I will say is this. Music is a language that speaks in ways that spoken or written words cannot. It has a way of cutting directly to the heart, and it doesn't necessarily have to have words to speak to us. How often are we touched or challenged by a symphony, a string quartet, a solo violin, or a piano piece? What does it say to us? A famous music critic was visiting the home of the composer and conductor Richard Strauss. And Maestro Strauss offered to play upon the piano an outline of a large-scale composition he was working on, which, of course, was magnificent. And the guest said so. And then he asked, well, what is it about? What does it mean? Strauss looked at him, sighed, turned back to the piano, and played it again. And when he was finished, he said, that's what it's about. That is what it means. If we could put it in words, we wouldn't have to have music. At the same time, the act of singing, the combination of spoken word and the language of music, composer Eric Whitacre has this to say about it. I don't know if it is a spiritual, physiological, or psychological phenomenon, but I believe now more than ever that singing is a universal, built-in mechanism designed to cultivate empathy and compassion. Last week, Elaine Bush sang with our band, I hope you dance. I hope you sing. And I hope that the singing will show all of us new ways to move forward into that life of the world yet to come. So may it be. Amen.